All right, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker in the kickoff for Kansas City.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Gino down to throw. Pass to the left side where he's got Bowers.
That wasn't a move. That wasn't a move.
Beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to into double coverage is
Sir.
intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. To about the 40-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. As he releases it.
Oh, man, that's on me.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Yellow!
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
That's on me, man. Missed my hole.
Taking it down to the 14.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Mahomes quickly complete out wide.
All right.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs.
All right, man. One stop, man. One stop. That's the motto. Always one stop.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your
Good
game
run, good
plan
run.
coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The 29-yard line.
Now it's Smith.
Damn it, I seen it, bro. I fucked up. I seen it, though. Yo, Remy, what it do, man?
Side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Gino gonna hand it to Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle.
They ain't getting 3 yards out of that. I'm crazy.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Like, I need him right at the hole.
They're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Great fucking knockout. Great knockout.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing now is Gino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit.
Pressure, man. That pressure.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up.
Surprised he ain't trying to go for this one.
Cole now
I'm pretty sure we can in this league, right? I'm not in leagues where you can't. Let me make sure I ain't sure that we should be able to go through.
For a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Oh, yeah. It's no 4th down rules in this motherfucker. I don't know why he ain't go for that one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Man, I'm trying out a new playbook, bro. I switched my playbook yet again. But I think this is gonna be a good one.
Stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes gonna throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
Yes, sir.
Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
That's why I switched playbook. I feel like this got a lot better run, and I definitely want to become better at running.
You know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, how to plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes.
Damn. What did I just miss?
Sack back at the 16-yard
Oh,
line.
he's
Tershawn Wharton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All right. I'm not mad at taking 3 here, though, because I get ball at half, so don't want to do no dumb shit.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw.
All right. I'm cool. I'm going to take my point.
And he'll be brought down
Take my
well
point.
short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Great beat.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
to throw, Smith.
Come on. Yes, sir. Taking out with Geno Smith. Might not be the way. Right now. Either way. What we doing, man?
Extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball not free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Great hit, great hit. That was a dangerous throw. Dangerous throw.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
All right, man. BG's, he probably going to quit. You running that ball, you probably going to quit.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Break that.
He'll take this all the way up to midfield. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach.
All right, that was a bit of a dangerous throw right there.
Completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the 42-yard line.
Yellow. Running left to give
That's on me. I probably should have bounced it outside. Probably should have bounced it outside.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught for the as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Once again, it's Chinty. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Gino. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Smith. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 110 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
I can't remember. I'll do right on that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer...
I thought he was finna concede. He was finna concede.
That might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
the zone read to give to Genty. And he stopped immediately there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Bro. All right, man. Yeah, that was over. I had to pause the game, man, and just tell him to go ahead and quit because that shit started looking like it was either he was finna quit or it was gonna lag out. So I just told him, go ahead and quit, man. So the stats say, oh, I did get sacked. Checo was going crazy, man. That's why I switched the playbook though to have a better running game. And I do think I still got some good passing plays that I just got to get comfortable with. But defense definitely carried that one. But he said he was lagging the whole time or whatever. It did seem like it on some of the decisions that was made. But It is what it is, man. Okay, we ain't getting that because we gave up a sack right there, but it is what it is. All right, so we got the Commanders. And okay, 6-1, so that's gonna be a tough one. Commanders then the Bills. Bills 3-3, but that Commanders game is gonna be a tough one. So yeah, man, that was definitely a quick little GG. That was definitely a bit of a quick game. Only 33 minutes I've been on this shit. And we made it to the fourth quarter, but I was running a lot too, so that probably played a part. Quick, yeah, quick little GGs, you know what I mean? Definitely a quick little GGs. So all right though, man, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna come back a little later today. I'm not sure exactly what time right now, but I am gonna hop back on later today. Not sure if I got any Madden games today, so it might have to be some undisputed work. You know what I mean? Later today, that's one of the Madden games come through. So, oh, Remy, hey man, I checked out that I ended up coming across my feed. Your Abdullah Mason video. You know what I mean? Yeah, I watched that shit, man. Yeah, that was they definitely a good little ass whooping. You know what I mean? And I seen that shit kind of popped for you. You know what I mean? Shit, it's only been 3 days and it got like 700 views on that type shit. So you know, them type of videos there, might be the wave, man. You know what I mean? You definitely got some views on that motherfucker. If nothing else, and I seen some comments, even though I seen people was kind of hating in the comments type shit. But that's why I say like when you start to do something that start to like reach a mass amount of people, then you just those comments are gonna come regardless. You know what I mean? Whether you put together the best video in the world or the worst video in the world, those comments gonna be there. So that's why I say that just kind of showed it. That whole kind of popped. You know what I mean? It definitely kind of popped. I mean, you can't say viral, but like on a small level, viral type shit. So hey, shout out to you on that, man. I don't know why it didn't come across my feed when you first dropped it, you know what I mean? Honestly. But yeah, it came across today because I be high, bro. So we be talking about shit on the stream, but I be high. So by the time I get off the stream, that shit probably is the furthest thing from my mind, you know what I mean? But yeah, it came across my feed today and I was like, okay, this is so yeah. Yeah, I checked it out, man. But yeah, shout out to you, man. I try, I had to throw the like. I don't do much of the comments, you know what I mean, type shit. But yeah, I checked that whole out and dropped the like for you for sure, man. But yeah, man. As always, bro, you already know I appreciate you. Yeah, motherfuckers was saying I talk too much. That's why I say, it's you're never gonna be able to please everybody. So anytime you can reach that amount of people, you're gonna have people that love what you're doing and people that hate what you're doing. You know what I mean? But that's the goal. You know what I mean? To have those type of videos that can reach a mass audience, whether that audience love what you're doing or hate what you're doing. Because the weird shit about it, the more that people hate you, the more beneficial it is for you on some level. You know what I mean? Because they're still gonna watch, they're still gonna tune in just to spread hateful comments. So it's definitely a part of YouTube for sure. But yeah, man, we can definitely chop it up more on it later on, man. But yeah, shout out to you though. I peeped that you had got your views up and able to spread to a mass audience, man. So shout out to you, man. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you later on, bro. Peace.